Cures, the spiritual power that regenerates matter. Kardec teaches that the cures performed by Jesus and by medium healers were not miracles, but intelligent actions on natural laws. The universal fluid, when directed by will, can modify the vibratory state of matter and restore vital balance. The spirit is the agent, and the fluid, the instrument. Therefore, every spiritual cure is an act of higher magnetism, in which subtle forces organize according to the purity and intention of the one emitting them. The vital fluid is the energy that animates all living beings. When in harmony, it maintains health. When unbalanced, it causes disease. Elevated spirits, understanding fluidic laws, transmit this regenerating fluid to incarnated beings. That is why, in Christ's cures, touch, words, or even a simple gaze were enough. What acted was not the gesture, but the spiritual and moral power that supported it. Jesus healed because he emanated pure love, and love is the most powerful of the universe's fluidic agents. Modern physics confirms that all matter is energy and vibration. In living organisms, this energy manifests in electromagnetic and biophotonic fields that regulate cellular processes. Research shows that emotions, beliefs, and intentions directly affect the coherence of these fields, potentially promoting balance or dysfunction. Kardec, anticipating these discoveries, taught that thought is a dynamic force that acts on the vital fluid, transforming and directing it according to will. The spiritual healer is one who, through moral elevation and faith, serves as a channel for these purified fluids. It is not he who heals, but God, through him. The benevolent spirit acts on his fluids, increasing their potential and directing them to the sick. Success depends as much on the purity of the emitter as on the receptivity of the patient, whose faith opens the vibratory channels for the assimilation of healing energy. Healing is, therefore, a cooperation between two wills, united under the law of love. The neuroscience of faith shows that prayer and trust activate brain areas related to regeneration, reduce cortisol, and stimulate the immune system. The brain, when vibrating in states of serenity and gratitude, produces neurochemical substances that assist the body in recovery. These effects, previously seen as spiritual, are now measurable and demonstrate the interaction between mind, body, and energetic field. Thus, faith, when sincere, is not an illusion. It is vibrational science in action. Kardec explains that moral cures are even deeper than physical ones. They restore the harmony of the soul, the origin of all lasting diseases. Many ailments of the body are consequences of accumulated spiritual imbalances, and they are only resolved when there is inner change. That is why Spiritism teaches that the true remedy is inner reform, which purifies the fluids of the perispirit and, over time, reflects in the health of the body. Energy biology today recognizes that negative emotions generate blockages in the flow of vital energy, affecting the immune system and metabolism. Practices such as passes, laying on of hands, and prayer act as modulators of the bioenergetic field, dissolving these blockages. Throughout history and across cultures, compassionate touch and loving intention have been associated with healing, because love is a physical and spiritual force capable of reorganizing the energy of life. Quantum physics of coherence proposes that harmonized systems exchange energy and information efficiently. The same occurs between spirit and matter. When the healer and the patient are in vibrational harmony, there is resonance, and the vital fluid flows freely, restoring cellular and psychic order. Spiritual healing is, therefore, a process of vibrational rebalancing that transcends the limits of the physical body. Kardec emphasizes that there is no privilege or mystery in healings. They are explained by universal laws, accessible to all who understand and practice good. Jesus healed because he possessed the purest affinity with the divine fluid. Spirits and medium healers act to lesser degrees, but according to the same principles. The healing power is within each of us as we learn to love, forgive, and elevate our thoughts. Understanding healings in light of Spiritism is understanding that love is the great restorer of life. When the soul is purified, the body responds. When the spirit elevates, matter reorganizes. The true medicine of the future will unite science and spirituality, reason and faith, and on that day, the miracle will simply be the poetic name for the full knowledge of God's laws. If this reflection has brought you hope and comfort, share it. Because understanding the cures is recognizing that the energy of love is the most powerful force of regeneration in the universe.